have a much anticipated video here. These are the no-name silicone cases, two of them that I had ordered on AliExpress. If you go back into our video history for the Pixel 7 Pro, this is for the Pixel 7 Pro. I had a kind of a dark blue, purplish tint case like this one for the Pixel 7 Pro. And in my opinion, it was the most protective silicone case you could buy in the world, basically. It had everything I was looking for in a silicone case: protection, grip, style, camera protection, everything. So I thought, you know what, let me buy some of these for the S23 Ultra. And they just came in the mail. Now, after using them for a day or two, there's some pros and cons. It's definitely a cool silicone case. I still believe it is the most protective silicone case you can buy if you find these on AliExpress for your device. I only look for the Pixel and the Galaxy. They do have them for most all the Samsung Galaxy lineup for the A series, the S series. What else? We will go through it in a minute. But same kind of similar design as with the Pixel. Let me move these off to the side so the focus doesn't get messed up. Let's look at the gray one, because you could kind of tell the red color kind of bleeds or blends in together. So they're the same, but let's look at this gray one real quick. This is basically like a 3-layered case. Does have optimal camera protection here, and you have the waved layered type back, so it's not just your boring straight flat back silicone case that you'll find on Amazon. Again, they don't sell these on Amazon. You can get them on AliExpress, link in the description, only for a few dollars. So this is basically a steal, but it is like a triple layer. You have the base layer where the power, volume down, volume up. You have a second layer here, and then you have a third layer around the borders, or on the top, and as you can tell, around the bottom. Base layer, second layer, third layer around the bumpers. So that's why this is very, very protective. And also, you can tell, look, see the cutout where the cameras are? Those little cutouts protect the chrome borders of each sensor. So that's pretty cool. It does offer a ton of protection. So you see the engraved circles right there, and then up top, it's kind of like a. It's interesting how they cut this out. There is a lot of attention to detail. Normally, when you think of AliExpress, you think of, cheap crap, and a lot of it is. But stuff like this is really cool. Once you start looking at it, you say, wow, they really put a lot of thought into this one. It has, let's see, does it have the air pockets? It does. It's kind of hard to tell. It doesn't necessarily have air pockets, but it has ribbed. It kind of has air pockets around the border, kind of like a ribbed protection. Top, sides. And then let's go around the bottom. Yeah, they sure do, right there. So this is very, very protective, and it does not add a lot of bulk. As you're looking on the insides, again, all that stuff is designed to protect your device. It is to absorb the impact so your device does not. Because when your device absorbs the impact, that's when you get stuff broken, like screens, backs, camera sensors. You can see it's labeled S23 Ultra 5G. Look, these grips, awesome. It's very grippy, not slippery, and it has tons of protection up and around the device. So let's go ahead and put it on and check it out. You have the cutout. Oh, and there was one thing I wanted to show y'all. Cutout for the mic. There's the, as we said, power, volume down, volume up. Here's the charging port. speaker S Pen. I did find one issue that I will get to shortly, and I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's put it in. Because look, on the, obviously I was not aware, obviously the one that I loved so much for the Pixel 7 Pro, you know, it's basic and awesome. This one they designed obviously a little bit different for the device, and a little bit of an issue, but so it goes on nice and easy. Lip protection, let's make sure it's in. Look at that. A ton of screen protection here. So your screen is definitely not going to get scratched. Laying it down on the surface. And as you can tell, look back here. Even the sides of it is a little elevated. It's higher than the screen. So not only do you get height here and height here protecting the screen, but you also have height on the sides of the device protecting the screen. So if you lay it down, I'm not going to scratch it. Now, let's look at the mic up top. Lines up, if we can get it to focus. There we go. Let's look at the camera. Interesting enough, very protective. That's what I did like about the Pixel 7 Pro case. Very, very protective with the cameras. As you can tell, they're sitting down inside there pretty good. There you go. Good. There's a good shot. So your cameras are going to be safe laying this flat on this back. It has a little engraved part where the cameras go, so you're not going to scratch that. You have a engraved rib section right here. Now, let's get to that issue I was talking about. Let's look at the screen protector real quick. Yeah, it's definitely, wow, you can really see the fingerprints. Okay, so it's good on the screen protector. And you have the cutout there for the little speaker up top. As you can tell, screen protector in this case is not an issue. Okay, so you got the cutout for the charging port, cutout for the speakers, cutout for the S Pen, and in comes the issue. This is the biggest issue I found with this case, was with the S Pen, because as I previously noted on some older videos, specifically with the Galaxy, with the Notes, with the Galaxy Ultras, S22, S23 Ultra, and the past Notes, is the S Pen and the cutout with the S Pen. On the cheaper cases, you're going to find not so well designed cutouts for the S Pen, as you can tell, because these cases are what, just a couple of dollars. Let me find a, or like with this case, Caseology. See how big that cutout is, and it's indented. You see how it's indented to basically fit your index finger or any finger? That's to get inside there and push that S Pen to get it to eject. This one, not so much. Look. See the difference? Look how much bigger that Caseology cutout is for the S Pen compared to this cheap case. Not only that, even if this cheap case had a bigger cutout, it's still the indentation, the cutout of your that matches your fingertip. This one does not. It's just a straight cylinder style cutout hole. with a little edge that's cut out as well. They needed to keep this top edge to keep the support and to keep the protection style of to protect the screen. But watch, if I I'm just going to do a normal. Let's say you're just normally holding the phone and you want to eject the S Pen. All right. Okay, so this is a normal operation using the phone. So let me grab a S Pen. Okay, barely. You really got to push hard. If you have fat fingers like I do, you're going to have a harder time because you're going to have to push in that silicone. You really got to push. And you really have to get, so you can see my finger dug into my finger. But maybe a pinky would be better. Yeah, I guess that would work. But it's just a little hassle that you have to worry about. Again, these are only a couple dollars. They did do, I'm kind of surprised that they put a cheap, now that I think about it, I'm kind of surprised they put a cheap S Pen cutout with a case. Now, don't get me wrong, they're not, going overboard on manufacturing costs on this thing, but somebody did put a lot of thought into this case when designing it with all the camera protection features, actually the look and feel of the case, the dual triple layers, the inside, the ribbed interior. But when it comes to this, it looks like they really didn't know what to do, or they said, screw it, just cut a hole out for it. And that's what they did, unlike a well-organized case company like Caseology that, actually put some R&D into that cutout. It looks like this case maker just said, screw it, just cut a hole out there for it. But let's try, let's throw the red one on there. So that was the gray, and it has the felt drop protection. Now, who knows over time if this is going to lift up. I'm sure it is just glued on there. But again, these are only $2 or $3. And check this out. When I was opening up the package the other day, it's coming from China, so it's in a well-taped, like, super padded envelope. And I couldn't get one part open. And I was taking a knife to open the package. And, I dug too deep into the package with the knife. So I got pissed off at myself. But I just barely scratched the paint off of this this case, but it does look cool. Same design, just different color. This is going on the white S23 Ultra. Let's see what it looks like. Looks pretty cool. Depending on what color you have, I'll show you they got a few different colors. Can't even see the white underneath there. Barely. Looks nice though. Minus the slip of the knife. But let's check these out real quick. On AliExpress. Okay, let's see. Let's go to AliExpress. There we go. So here they are. We have Shockproof. So this is basically a no-name Shockproof soft silicone phone case for the Samsung S. So it's just a basic, no-name, generic case. As you can tell, you got a bunch. Now, let's see. 324. They got them for the S23 series, 22, 21, Note 20, A series. Yep. So they got a ton to choose from now. Let's go with ours, S23 Ultra. Let's see what colors they got. They got red, which is the one I have on here. They got black, wine red. I think that's the color I have for the Pixel 7 Pro. Not the one I showed y'all, but my original one. Gray, dark green, gray white, which I believe this is the gray white. Navy blue, which would look cool. Purple, blue, and white. So they got a number to choose, a number of colors to choose from. A bunch of different Samsung models. $3.58 for this case. If they sold this on Amazon, I'm assuming with inflation over these last couple of years, you know, a normal $15, $12 case. Yeah, a normal $12 case a few years ago on Amazon's now $16, you know. So I'm assuming this one, if you sold it on Amazon, it'd be about $20 because it's not your, but you're saying, yeah, but it's just silicone. Correct, but it's not your basic silicone. This is the best silicone case you can buy for your device. As we went over the design, the dual triple layers all around the corners, the ribbed interior for drop protection. This probably be about a $20 case on Amazon, but you can get it here for $3.58. So go to the link in the description if you want to find it for your device. Again, they have them for, I just looked for the Pixel and the Galaxy. They may have it for OnePlus. They may have it for iPhone. I have no idea. But I got some more cases to review here. So stay tuned to the channel. And I do appreciate it. Peace.